The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldogs football is coming your way on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors. David Wellbrenner, your local Allstate insurance agent. By Atomic Pest Control. By Benchwarmers on Romer Avenue in Ottumwa. By Dave at Berry Patch IT Service in downtown Ottumwa. By Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. By Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield. By Community First Credit Union. By Falvey Lumber with 2 locations in Albia and Eddyville. By Family First Chiropractic in Ottumwa. By Godfrey's Ale House in Ottumwa. By Jana Brumball and her team at Homegate Southeast Iowa Real Estate in Ottumwa. By Lisco of Fairfield. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Eternal Medicine Clinic. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. By Insane Motors, 1219 South Madison Avenue, Ottumwa. By Ottumwa Glass, located on Gateway Drive. By Ottumwa Job Corps Center. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. By Pierce Fence Company. By R&K Body Pros on 2nd Street in Ottumwa. By Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. By The Ride in Fairfield. By Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. By Andrew Schroeder with Schroeder Graphics and Sign, LLC. By Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. By Sonic Drive-In on North 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa. By Southern Iowa Mental Health Center at 1527 Albia Road in Ottumwa. By The Stitch Doctor in downtown Ottumwa. By Warehouse Barbecue. And by Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High football is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from Schaefer Stadium in the City of Bridges. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Arago, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back in the KBIZ studios. Our last football game of the 2021 season. It is senior night for your Ottumwa Bulldogs as they play host to the Wahawks of Waterloo West. Welcome into the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Warehouse Barbecue for great barbecue and cocktails in a fun, fast-paced environment. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, they'll take care of you. Make sure to download the Warehouse Barbecue app and like Warehouse Barbecue on Facebook. Well, a matchup of 2 teams that will finish under 500 on the season, but both with some wins and hoping to go into the offseason with momentum. Ottumwa 2-6, Waterloo West 3-5. Brian Goodman wrapping up his 3rd season as the head coach of Ottumwa High football, looking for the 5th win in his career. And last week led them to a 36-28 win on the road at Des Moines North. Statistically, the North game played out as expected. Both teams struggled to stop the run. Turnovers played a key role, and Ottumwa won the game because they made fewer mistakes. The path to victory, though, was anything but normal. OHS won despite trailing 14-0 before they ever possessed the football. The last time the Bulldogs rallied from a double-digit deficit was 2 years ago when they came back from down 12 to beat Des Moines East. That game, though, was here at Schaefer Stadium. The last time Ottumwa overcame a double-digit road deficit, 6 years ago when they overcame an early 10-point hole to beat Burlington. Now, ending this season with a win will likely take another big game from Abias Salema. He had 229 all-purpose yards last week. And by the way, if Salema can get 200 all-purpose yards this week, he'll have 1,000 for the season. The defense needs to find a way to force more turnovers, and Waterloo West has been turnover-prone over the last month or so. There is one other thing to watch tonight. We'll get into more detail on this later. But Tanner Shark, the Bulldog quarterback, his 2 biggest passing games of the season have been in the past 2 weeks. One thing Ottumwa has not had all season, a passing touchdown. Can they finally get their first pass TD of the season? We'll find out, but we'll tell you why the trend may be going that way a little bit later on in the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Right now we need to take our first 3-minute timeout. When we return, we'll take our first close look at the Wahawks, W-A-H-A-W-K-S, that's their mascot, the Wahawks of Waterloo West and their longtime head coach Lonnie Moore. That's coming your way after this 3-minute timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Our homes are one of our most important investments. Don't let your home be at risk from termite damage. Contact Atomic Termite and Pest Control to discuss the Centricon system, a proactive solution to protect your home from termites.
Hi, I'm Dylan Laux, third-generation service technician with Atomic Pest Control. If you have pest problems, call me at 682-6166. That's 682-6166. Atomic Pest Control, serving southeast Iowa and northeast Missouri since 1949.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football wrapping up the 2021 season at home tonight. Bulldogs welcoming Waterloo West. We believe the first time these two teams have met. If they have met before, it's way back in the deep recesses of history, and we were not able to dig it up. Waterloo West comes to town with a 3-5 record. They're coming off a 4-5 record last year. Actually went to the second round of the playoffs in a year where everybody made the playoffs. They actually won a first-round game. Their head coach, Lonnie Moore, in his 13th season, he is 43-76 for his career. Now, if Cedar Rapids, Jefferson, and Des Moines North, the two teams Ottumwa's beaten this year, if they represent the teams Ottumwa should beat in their current tier, their current level in Class 5A, Waterloo West is a team on the next tier that Ottumwa wants to reach. Outside of an exceptional 8-2 run in 2016, the Wahawks have pretty much been a 3-4 win team for the past 15 seasons, occasionally dropping to 2 wins or maybe rising up to 5. This year, they've thrown it and they've run it just a bit better than Ottumwa has in terms of average yardage per game. They've forced the same amount of turnovers, but what they haven't done is really played any close games. They had a 14-point loss last week to Dubuque Hempstead. That's the closest game they've played all year. The next closest win was a 22-point win in the season opener over a Waterloo East team that's only 1-7. So we mentioned head coach Lonnie Moore, 13 years in charge. His biggest success that 2016 season, that's when his son Devon Moore, who went on to briefly be an Iowa State recruit, although he got hurt and ended up transferring, but he was the Waterloo West quarterback in 2016 when they went 8-2. Waterloo West has experience on the offensive line. In fact, they brought back 5 players with starting experience on their O-line this season. 3 of them are listed as starters tonight. Not sure about the other 2. We'll talk about that later when we get into the starting lineups. But that experience on the offensive line hasn't translated quite as well as they would have liked on the season. And again, it's really been kind of an up and down year for them. They blew out Waterloo East. They were blown out by Cedar Falls. They blew out Davenport West. They were blown out by Dubuque Senior, blown out by Southeast Polk, blown out by Cedar Rapids Prairie. They blew out Cedar Rapids Jefferson, then had that 14-point loss last week to Dubuque Hempstead, who's only 4-4. So, Waterloo West has been better than the teams they were supposed to beat and significantly worse than the teams with better records than they have. Tonight they feel like they have the advantage. Statistically, on paper, they're a little bit better than Ottumwa, but Ottumwa, if we do game comparisons, the only one we really have to compare is Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Waterloo West beat Jefferson 69-14. We beat them 54-6, but we held Jefferson to about 80 fewer yards than Waterloo West did, so perhaps Ottumwa might find it a little bit easier to move the ball on West than the Wahawks would like. We'll see about that. Obviously, performance in one game doesn't always translate into a future game, but that's the one common opponent between the two teams. Obviously, the Bulldogs and Wahawks both handled Jefferson easily, but Jefferson did get 2 scores against Waterloo West and only 1 against Ottumwa, for whatever that's worth. All righty, as we mentioned, 2 teams meeting, we believe, for the first time, or at least the first time in a very long time. Couple of statistical notes, and I didn't really have a place for this in the pregame show, but I wanted to get this in there. We're not paying any attention to districts anymore in Class 5A in terms of making the playoffs. It's all about being top 16 in the RPI, but they do still have the teams divided, and Ottumwa's in Class 5A District 5, and in that district, junior linebacker Cooper Derby leads everybody with 53.5 tackles. Nobody in Ottumwa's district has more tackles on the season than Derby. He's tied for 14th in all of Class 5A. Maybe a big night, a really big night, gets him into the top 10, and a big night might be a stretch, but he did have 23 tackles in the Jefferson game, so he'll be all over the field tonight. We'll see how big of a game he can have. By the way, one other note on tackling, very impressive 3 games so far for true freshman Cam Maneri. He's got 20 tackles in 3 games. That already has him second on the team in tackles on the season. And between Maneri and Derby, the 2 middle linebackers in this 4-4-3 defense, Ottumwa's got some tackling power, and they will need it tonight against a Waterloo West team that's going to have a bit of a size advantage when the 2 teams line up. All right, time to take another 3-minute timeout on the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. When we return, we'll talk about just why the turnover battle was so important in Ottumwa's win last week. Not quite for the reason you might think, and also why it's going to be important tonight if Ottumwa wants to end this season on the right note. That's coming your way after 3 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to 1.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
The Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course is your home for chef-inspired cuisines. This is Chef Michael, and I invite you to come discover the Wood Iron Grill. From the delectable food that we serve to the gracious hospitality that we provide, we are the destination for an unforgettable dining experience that promotes conversation, laughter, and friendships. Enjoy our warm atmosphere and our breathtaking panoramic views. If you're looking for extraordinary flavor and impeccable service, it doesn't get any better than the Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time. For hours and specials, like us on Facebook.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Why do people love bench warmers? It starts with the best wings. Never frozen with 22 different wing sauces. Or you can enjoy our loaded menu that includes tasty sandwiches, daily homemade soups, daily specials, appetizers, pizza complete with wonderful service. Benchwarmers' delicious food, the best wings, and fun atmosphere makes it a wonderful place to enjoy with family, co-workers, and friends. Benchwarmers, the area's go-to eating destination in Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ. We continue with the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Bulldogs hosting Waterloo West on senior night to wrap up the 2021 season. Again, Ottumwa coming off a win last week over Des Moines North 36-28. The Bulldogs were actually outgained by North last week by about 40 yards in terms of total offense. Ottumwa did win the turnover battle 3-2, but it wasn't just the turnovers that mattered. It was how it played out in the field position. 4 of the 5 Bulldogs scoring drives began in North territory. 2 of those were due to forced fumbles. Another one came after North had a punt that went all of 9 yards. And the last TD was set up by a huge Abaya Salema kickoff return. Ottumwa didn't win the yardage battle against North, but they dominated the field position battle. And quite honestly, when you have an offense that isn't producing a lot of points, you're probably not going to have a very good night if you have to put together nothing but long drives. Ottumwa does need to win the field position battle to have a much better chance, and it's a lot easier to avoid mistakes and score when you only have 20 to 30 yards to go. That was the case several times last week. Ottumwa needs it to be the case at least a few times tonight if they want to end the season with win number 3. Some good news in that department. Waterloo West has turned the ball over 12 times in its past 4 games. Now, there were a couple of big turnover nights for them against Cedar Rapids Prairie and against Southeast Polk. But once you start having turnover issues, even if it's caused by playing some of the elite teams in the state, those turnover issues can linger as you play teams that aren't quite as good. They were okay against Jefferson. They did have a couple of turnovers against Dubuque Hempstead, and if Ottumwa's done anything well on defense this season, it's being opportunistic and taking the football away. The Bulldogs have excelled in getting the ball on the ground in terms of fumbles. Only 2 interceptions on the year, but 8 fumbles forced and recovered. And so that should be, and I imagine will be, a focus tonight, is getting the ball out and turning field position over the best way possible. All right, another 3-minute timeout coming here on the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. And when we come back, we'll talk about how things do seem to be trending a little bit in the right direction for Ottumwa as we head down into the final game of the season. Obviously, winning 2 of the last 3 is a good trend, but there's some other signs we can look at as well. That's coming away next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
This is Nancy with Falvey Lumber. Come see the noticeable savings with the drop in lumber prices. Just in time for all your fall projects. Whether you're building a new deck or remodeling that bathroom you've been putting off, Falvey Lumber has you covered for everything you need. We've got 2 convenient locations, Marino Avenue in Eddyville across from the BP, and on Clinton Street in Albia just off the southwest corner of the square. Check out the progress on our new showroom at the Eddyville location. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Football players and their parents. Parents, we would like to thank you for all your support you've given your sons and daughters throughout
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. We're in the middle of the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Warehouse Barbecue for great barbecue and cocktails in a fun, fast-paced environment. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, they'll take care of you. Make sure to download the Warehouse Barbecue app and like Warehouse Barbecue on Facebook. The comeback win against Des Moines North checked off a few milestones for Ottumwa. We talked about those earlier in our pregame show. Most notably, the first double-digit comeback victory in 2 years and the first double-digit comeback on the road for Ottumwa football in 6 years. One more win tonight could check off a few more. Ottumwa hasn't won at least 3 games in a season since 2015 when they went 4-5. The Bulldogs also haven't won 3 out of 4 games in any stretch since 2015 when they won their first 3 games of that season. That's also the last time Ottumwa's even won as many as 2 in a row. They have a chance to do that tonight. A playoff berth is obviously out of the question. It's a little too bad that they didn't stay with the everyone qualifies gauntlet of doom that we had last year. But Ottumwa does sit 30th in the RPI in Class 5A. Waterloo West is 28th. And while the formula is a tad complicated, a win would almost certainly guarantee that Ottumwa finishes in the top 30 in that metric. And to be quite honest, I'm not sure anybody had Ottumwa pegged to be above number 30 in Class 5A RPI, especially after the first few games of the season. But this team, despite the injuries, despite the small roster, despite everything going against it, they've continued to work hard, won a couple of games, made some strides, certainly made some strides last week. They'd love to pay it off with a win tonight. They'd also love to pay it off on senior night. And as I look at the roster here, 7 seniors populating the roster that's largely made up of juniors and some sophomores. But 7 seniors at Schaefer Stadium for the final time tonight. One of them, unfortunately, will not be able to play. Theron Royer linebacker and offensive lineman. He was ejected from the North game last week, and in talking to the coaches afterwards, the officials said that he threw a punch in the pile. Royer argued that he was trying to punch the ball out of the hands of the ball carrier, which is a legal tactic. I did not see I remember the play. It was a play where Ottumwa stuffed a run for a minimal gain. I did not see Royer throw any punches. It was somewhere in the pile that it apparently happened. And talking to the coaches, the video that they had doesn't show it clearly either. I don't know what happened. I'm inclined to believe that Royer was probably just trying to punch the ball out unless there was something ongoing between players that I didn't know about. Nobody would tell me about, even if they did know. But it's a shame that Theron Royer is not going to be able to play in his final high school football game. He's on the sidelines. He's dressed the same as the injured players are. But Theron Royer still will be honored as a senior tonight, along with fellow seniors Shakira Hyman. Austin Fountain, who's been injured since game one, will not play tonight. Also very unfortunate. He lost his senior football year on the first game. Trevor Summers playing his final game tonight, although I'm not sure if he's healthy either. We'll see. Lane Spurgeon definitely will play tonight. This will be his final game. Justin Perez will be in there tonight. And Miles Sainer, the wide receiver and defensive back, another senior playing his final game for Ottumwa High football here tonight. And we'll mention those seniors again before we're done, as right now they are actually down on the field below us honoring the seniors in band and in football and a couple other things tonight. And so they're doing the senior night festivities before the game instead of at halftime, which makes sense. So again, tip of our cap to all the seniors performing in their final game tonight, whether it's cheerleaders, whether it's marching band, or whether it, of course, is the football team. And hopefully a good experience coming for those folks here tonight as Ottumwa gets ready to take on Waterloo West. Getting close to the top of the hour here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ Ottumwa. As we continue with the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. When we continue after this 3-minute timeout, we're going to talk about that statistical anomaly where Ottumwa doesn't have a single touchdown pass all season, how important it is to get one tonight. Is it important? Is it not important? I know Tanner Shark would probably like to have one or more in this game and not have the 0 in the column. But we'll talk about what it means and the history of not a lot of touchdown passes in a season and what the odds are, perhaps, of Ottumwa finally getting one on the final night. That comes your way after this 3-minute timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, this is The Ride Bicycle Shop, and we're located on the southeast corner of the Courthouse Square in Fairfield. I'm the owner, Mark Smith, and meeting people through the world of bikes is what I'm passionate about. I carry everything you need to get on the road: new bikes, accessories, and repair. Remember, Christmas will be here before you know it. The Ride is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Christmas. Stop by the store and check out our inventory, or dust off that bike in the back of the garage and get a tune-up. Remember, it's all about the ride, so have a good good one.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Number 19, Senator Condit and Timothy Condit. Future plans are to run track at
Ottumwa High football getting ready for the final game of the season, hosting Waterloo West on senior night. We continue on to the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Jason Van Arkel with you from Schaefer Stadium tonight. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. All right, it's more of a statistical anomaly than anything else, but through 8 games, Ottumwa has not thrown a single touchdown pass. Failing to do so tonight would most likely tie a record that can never be broken, but OHS and Tanner Shark don't need to do the impossible to get up to the low mark in recent history. The winless Bulldog teams of 2016 and 2017 only managed 2 touchdown passes in each of those seasons. And as an added note, one of the 2016 passing TDs was on a trick play, so the starting quarterback that year only threw 1. It says something, I think, about this Bulldog team that they've won 2 games without tossing a TD pass. They found the end zone a combined 13 times in victories over Cedar Rapids, Jefferson, and Des Moines North, and all of those touchdowns were on the ground. Still, it would be nice to see Shark connect with somebody for a TD pass. Maybe senior Miles Sainer be a guy to find in the end zone, and find a way to leave a 0 in the pass TD column back to the days of old school football. Don't have the records going all the way back to the early days of Ottumwa football, but we all know that the forward pass took a long time to come around in football, so I'm sure that through the early years of OHS football, as is the case with a lot of schools, there's a lot of years where there were hardly ever any passes thrown, period, and so no touchdown passes. But here in 2021, hoping to see Tanner Shark find a way to throw one into the end zone for a score. It doesn't have to be Shark, could be a trick play. We saw Ottumwa try to get one on a trick play last week right before the half, a halfback pass. And if it had connected, it would have been Suleiman and Mason Farrington for a touchdown, but it was underthrown and picked off right at the end of the half. Hopefully Ottumwa's got something in the works tonight to put it in the end zone, whether by air or by ground, put in the end zone enough times to get the most important thing, which would be a win over Waterloo West. All right, coming up after this 3-minute timeout, we will name our Shelter Insurance Player of the Week from last week's win over Des Moines North. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football senior night for Bulldog football, last night of the season, hosting Waterloo West here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Kickoff coming up in about 25 minutes or so. We continue on to the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Time now to name the Shelter Insurance Player of the Week. Now, Tanner Shark may not have a passing touchdown this season, but the Bulldog quarterback was the finisher in the victory over Des Moines North last week. The junior rushed for 4 touchdowns in the road victory, and while he never tossed one into the end zone, he did pass for a season-high 110 yards, and he did not throw an interception. Congratulations to quarterback Tanner Shark, the Shelter Insurance Player of the Week. The Ottumwa Football Player of the Week each week has been brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Let's turn our attention now to the out-of-town scoreboard, and some of these smaller schools in southeast Iowa are done. The regular season ended in classes 2A, 1A, and 8-man football last week. But we do have some playoff action going on tonight, including the Davis County Mustangs. They're underway on the road at Iowa Falls Alden in a first-round game in Class 2A. That game is on 104.3 KRKN. Unfortunately, due to some arcane rules about video broadcasting that I don't want to get into right now, we're not able to bring you Davis County football on the live video stream tonight, but you can hear Ellis Kojo with the call on 104.3 KRKN. The Cardinal football team is in the playoffs. The Comets are on the road at West Branch for a first-round game in Class 1A. That's on 97.7 Tom FM. Sigourney Keota is at home, unbeaten Cobras, first round of the 1A playoffs hosting Durant. And Centerville's in the Class 2A playoffs. They're on the road tonight at West Marshall. Albia did not make the 2A playoffs, but they are playing a 9th regular season game at home against Clarion Goldfield Dows. In Class 3A, Fairfield wraps up its regular season tonight on the road at Grinnell. And in Class 4A, Oskaloosa's at home wrapping up their regular season against Cedar Rapids Xavier. That's the out-of-town scoreboard. Looking at other teams in action tonight in southeast Iowa. We'll take a 3-minute timeout here. When we return on the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show, it'll be time for the tail of the tape. We'll break down Ottumwa and Waterloo West statistically to show you who has an edge in which area, whether Ottumwa's got anything they can lean on here as they get ready to play their final game of the season, and what the numbers look like coming into Week 9. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
Hi, this is The Ride Bicycle Shop, and we're located on the southeast corner of the Courthouse Square in Fairfield. I'm the owner, Mark Smith, and meeting people through the world of bikes is what I'm passionate about. I carry everything you need to get on the road: new bikes, accessories, and repair. Remember, Christmas will be here before you know it. The Ride is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Christmas. Stop by the store and check out our inventory, or dust off that bike in the back of the garage and get a tune-up. Remember, it's all about the ride. So have a good one.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football hosting Waterloo West in the final game of the season here on the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Time now for the tale of the tape as we break down the Bulldogs and the Wahawks statistically. Offensively, Ottumwa's bumped the average up to 215.6 yards of offense per game. Most of that on the ground, nearly 158 on the ground and about 63.5 through the air. The Bulldogs have 16 touchdowns in their 7 games, an average of 15.9 points per game. For Waterloo West, they average about 285 yards of offense per game, 175 and change on the ground, 109 through the air. Waterloo West averaging 25.5 points per game. On the other side of the ball, neither team's been very good. Ottumwa allowing about 346 yards per game. They give up 212 and change on the ground, another 133 through the air. The Bulldogs have allowed 239 points. That's 34.1 points per game allowed. Waterloo West actually has been a bit worse statistically, about 379 yards per game allowed of total offense, 216 on the ground, 162.5 through the air. They've surrendered 259 points, or 32.4 per game. So that points per game number is a bit lower. And again, Waterloo West has played 8 games on the field. Ottumwa's only played 7. They had to forfeit the game against Prairie earlier this year, so it's one less data point for the Ottumwa averages. When you look at strength of schedule, Ottumwa's opponents are a combined 28 up and 28 down. That, of course, does not include the forfeit to Prairie. 3 of Ottumwa's 6 on-field opponents so far this year are Class 5A teams. 2 of them are at or currently are at or above 500 in 4A, Burlington and Oskaloosa. And Fairfield, a 3A opponent, is 5-3. Davenport West's opponents are a combined 29 and 35. So by record, they haven't played quite as tough a schedule, although All but one of the Wahawks opponents are 5A. The one opponent they played that was in 5A, Waterloo East, who's only 1-7 in 4A. And West has seen both extremes. Their 3 wins are all against teams that are either 1-7, which is Waterloo East and Davenport West, or 0-8, which is Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Their losses are to, or 2 of their losses are to a couple of elite teams in 7-1 Southeast Polk and 6-2 Cedar Rapids Prairie. So, you know, the strength of schedule, you could argue that at the top end, West has played maybe one more tougher team with both Southeast Polk and Cedar Rapids Prairie on there. Not to mention Cedar Falls is a good 5-3 team. Ottumwa's toughest opponents have been Linmar and Des Moines Roosevelt, and they don't get credit for Prairie because they didn't play that game on the field. It all probably about evens out in the wash. But statistically, both these teams do struggle to stop the run. We'll see if Ottumwa can get the ground game going tonight against Waterloo West, and if Ottumwa can find a way to bend but not break a few times, defensively force some turnovers. You know, Ottumwa's got a chance in this game. Waterloo West probably, as we said earlier, a bit better quality opponent than Des Moines North or certainly Cedar Rapids Jefferson, but not an elite team either. And Ottumwa, if they play the best game they can play tonight, they should have a chance to come out with a victory. All right, another 3-minute timeout. We're still waiting for the Ottumwa High Marching Band to take the field and get us the national anthem. It's not happening yet, so we'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back, and hopefully have time to get to the starting lineups for tonight on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
This is Nancy with Falvey Lumber. Come see the noticeable savings with the drop in lumber prices. Just in time for all your fall projects. Whether you're building a new deck or remodeling that bathroom you've been putting off, Falvey Lumber has you covered for everything you need. We've got 2 convenient locations, Merino Avenue in Eddyville across from the BP, and on Clinton Street in Albia just off the southwest corner of the square. Check out the progress on our new showroom at the Eddyville location. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
Ottumwa High football, KBI's Ian on the live video stream as well. The Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show ahead of Ottumwa's season-ending matchup at home against Waterloo West. If you're watching on that live video stream, you can see that the Ottumwa High Marching Band is on the field. We're not too far away from the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. We do have a minute or two here. Let's at least start getting you the starting lineups. First, for Ottumwa's offense, the big left tackle, Kevin Moreno-Lozano, 6'2", 290, a junior. John Harden will get the start at left guard. Again, Theron Royer out for this game. Harden, 6'1", 250, a sophomore. Justin Perez, the center, 5'10", 310, a senior. Bobby Skinner, the right guard, 5'10", 190, a junior. Lane Spurgeon, the right tackle, 6'4", 210, a senior. Tanner Shark, the starting quarterback, 5'10", 165, a junior. 7 rushing touchdowns on the season to lead the team. Starting tailback, Abaya Salema, 5'8", 145, a junior, 542 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. Mike Kane, the fullback, 5'11", 175, a junior, 82 yards on 27 carries, I should say, 1 touchdown for Kane. The wingback, Mason Farrington, 6 feet, 175, a junior, 12 catches for 131 yards receiving this year. The tight end, Luke Gravy, 6'0", 170, a junior, 2 catches, 68 yards. And the wide receiver, Donald Golick, 5'11", 155, a junior, 3 catches for 30 yards. We should see some of Miles Sainer as well, I believe, 5'10", 160, a senior. As for the Bulldog defense tonight, the 4-man defensive front, Lane Spurgeon and Mason Farrington are the defensive ends. Taylor Welch, 5'9", 210, sophomore, will get the start at one defensive tackle spot. John Harden, the other defensive tackle. The outside linebackers, Luke Gravy moves to linebacker to fill in for Theron Royer. So Gravy at one outside linebacker spot. Mike Kane will be the other outside linebacker. The inside linebackers, Cam Maneri, 5'10", 170, a freshman, 20 tackles on the season. Cooper Derby, 6 feet, 175, a junior, 53.5 tackles on the season, leading all of Class 5A District 5. The cornerbacks, Tanner Shark will move to corner tonight, 5'10", 165, a junior. Again, he's got an interception on the season. Ryan McKinnon also has a pick at the other cornerback spot, 5'4", 135, a junior. And Carson Kenny will get the start at free safety tonight, 5'10", 155, a junior. Juan Valdez will be the place kicker. Abaya Salema the punter. Salema and Ryan McKinnon will handle the return duties. As for Waterloo West, as we're still awaiting the national anthem here at Schaefer Stadium, their offensive line, it's pretty big. The left tackle, Anel Kudik, 6 feet, 240, a junior. The left guard, Levi Russell, 6'2", 290, a senior. The center, Aiden Lemley, 5'11", 205, a senior. The right guard, Aiden Perez, 6 feet, 220, a sophomore. The right tackle, Christian Chapman, 6'2", 230, a senior. Starting quarterback is a senior for Waterloo West, Tyree Gardner, 6'2", 190. He's got 321 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns, and he has 700 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, but also 4 interceptions. The main running back behind him, Nathan Anderson, 5'6", 160, a senior, 311 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. But we'll also see, we believe, some of Cavell Fay. He's got 369 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, so it looks like they kind of split those duties. And they like to spread it out. They list 2 starting wide receivers and 2 starting slot receivers. The wideouts are Blaine Zakuta, 6'4", 180, a senior, 12 catches, 138 yards. The other wideout, Ben Neo. I'll try not to make any Matrix jokes tonight. That is Neo, 5'10", 185, a senior. The slot men, Kyle Elliott, 6 feet, 175, a junior for Waterloo West, and Jalen Roby, 6'3", 185, a senior. Quickly, the 4-3 defense for the Wahawks. The defensive ends, Mark Bell, 6'2", 240, a senior. Joseph Hartley, 6 feet, 205, a senior. The defensive tackles, Isaac Taylor, 5'10", 200, a senior. Drew Hundley, 6'1", 220, a sophomore. The linebackers, Jeremiah Feen, 6'2", 180, a senior. Jackson Westemeyer, 5'11", 160, a senior. And Nathan Anderson, their running back, also is a linebacker. The cornerbacks, Cavell Fay, we talked about him as the number 2 running back. Therese Smith, 5'9", 175, a junior at the other corner. The safeties, Kyle Elliott, and the quarterback, Tyree Gardner, also plays safety, and he is their second leading tackler. Westemeyer, we believe, their middle linebacker, their leading tackler at 32.5 tackles per game. The band and the choir are still waiting for the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem, but is Ottumwa going to take the field first, which would be a bit of an alteration in how things are normally done here. They're playing the music for them to take the field. Meanwhile, Waterloo West is coming out. So this is a little bit different tonight. And the band is firing up the fight song. And here come the Bulldogs. will come into view on the camera here in a moment. So apparently we'll have the teams on the sidelines for the anthem tonight. Waterloo West also takes the field. Might be able to see a little bit of that as I get to the sideline at the top of the screen on the video. Yep, there they are. Tanner Sharks pumped up. As the jumping celebration with assistant coach Luke Gomat. So I assume now we're going to have the national anthem. And yep, Ottumwa going to the sidelines, removing the helmets and getting ready for the Pledge of Allegiance and national anthem here in a few moments. Band's got to finish the fight song before they can play the national anthem, of course. Bulldog football tonight brought to you by Berry Patch IT Service, supporting computers, laptops, and printers. Whether you're purchasing or need something fixed, just give Dave a call at Berry Patch IT Service at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. And by Pierce Fence, the only name you need to know for all your residential or commercial fencing projects. Contact them for a free estimate. Like and follow them on Facebook or visit them at piercefenceco.com. That is going to do it for the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Warehouse Barbecue for great barbecue and cocktails in a fun, fast-paced environment. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, they'll take care of you. Make sure to download the Warehouse Barbecue app and like Warehouse Barbecue on Facebook. They are doing the video introduction and the explanation behind the naming of Schaefer Stadium, as we do before every game. And as soon as that is complete, they'll go into the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem, and then we'll be just about ready to kick things off. So let's take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we will have the opening kick. Bulldog football comes your way next, right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to one.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Our homes are one of our most important investments. Don't let your home be at risk from termite damage. Contact Atomic Termite and Pest Control to discuss the Centricon system, a proactive solution to protect your home from termites.
Hi, I'm Dylan Laux, third-generation service technician with Atomic Pest Control. If you have pest problems, call me at 682-6166. That's 682-6166. Atomic Pest Control, serving southeast Iowa and northeast Missouri since 1949.
Why
Why do people love bench warmers? It starts with the best wings. Never frozen with 22 different wing sauces. Or you can enjoy our loaded menu that includes tasty sandwiches, daily homemade soups, daily specials, appetizers, pizza complete with wonderful service. Benchwarmers' delicious food, the best wings, and fun atmosphere makes it a wonderful place to enjoy with family, co-workers, and friends. Benchwarmers, the area's go-to eating destination in Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football, 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream, it's at ottumwaradio.com or the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Schaefer Stadium. Annie Argo is the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios, and we are just about ready for Ottumwa and Waterloo West to wrap up the 2021 football season. Ottumwa 2-6, Waterloo West 3-5. Bulldogs coming in off a 36-28 win on the road at Des Moines North last week. Waterloo West is coming off a 28-14 loss at home to Dubuque Hempstead 1 week ago. The Ottumwa captains and the Waterloo West captains shaking hands in midfield. Miles Sainer, Shakire Hyman, Lane Spurgeon, and Justin Perez are your Ottumwa captains for this final night of the season. I believe this coin toss is ceremonial, although they're going over it as if it's real. Usually it's just, okay, everybody line up real quick, and then we'll show you how the coin toss held earlier during warm-ups panned out, but they may actually be doing this one live. There's a few fans that have made the trip from Waterloo down to Ottumwa over in the visitors' bleachers, but not, I wouldn't even say it's half full over there. Now, they did actually toss the coin there live, so we'll see who won the toss. Are they speaking with Waterloo West, or let's see here.
Levi Russell, number 76, also won the captain.
So Ottumwa will go right to left, and Waterloo West won the toss and chose to receive. That's interesting. So Ottumwa will kick off. I think if Ottumwa had won the toss, they would have deferred to the second half, so maybe it would have been the same either way. So Ottumwa will kick off. And I can hear the student section getting fired up down below me. It's pretty full down there. Had great student support for this football team, even though it has been a struggle this year, and they've been rewarded. They were rewarded on homecoming with a blowout win over Cedar Rapids Jefferson, and then a win on the road last week at Des Moines North. Juan Valdez will kick it away. The left-footed junior. And coming on for Waterloo West. Looks like they've got 3 men deep. We were told that their kick returners would be Jeremiah Fain and Trevion Mabry. Well, they've got 3 guys back there.
Number 7, Fain.
Fain and Mabry are 2 of them. And we're just about ready for this game to get underway, although we are waiting. The officials are still meeting at midfield. Not exactly sure why they are taking as long as they are. And now they will head to their respective positions for the kickoff. Good to have you with us on the final night of football 2021 for Ottumwa High. A month from now, we'll be calling girls basketball. Exactly 1 month from now, but I'm not going to think about that again until after this game is over. Whistle blows. Valdez is ready, puts his hand in the air, approaches the football, dead center in the 40-yard line, puts a left foot into it, and we are underway. High and end over end. It'll be the right return man at the 12-yard line, right side to the middle, to the 20, big hole, 25-30, and he's tackled from behind. Trevion Mabry brought down from behind by Carson Kenny, who saved what might have been a touchdown. He is down at the The umpire put it down to the 41, and the side judges say no, it's at the 39.
39-yard line, first and 10.
I think the umpire there didn't realize it wasn't his job to spot the ball. I don't get where you slide to. So Waterloo West takes over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. And they're led out onto the field by senior quarterback Tyree Gardner. Pistol formation, 3 wideouts to the left and a handoff. And running left with some room, but not a lot, is Nathan Anderson. And it looked like he was going to have more than 2 or 3 yards, but he was met probably by Cooper Derby, who quickly had some help. Got about 3.5 out across the 42. And it's 2nd down and 7. Luke Gravy gets credit for that tackle. Another pistol snap, another handoff right side. And breaking a tackle was Anderson, then kind of tripped up and ends up landing near a 1st down. He needed to get to the 49, and he did. Gain of 7 and a 1st down for Anderson.
Tackle by number 50, John Harden.
John Harden managed to get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down, Waterloo West. 2 wideouts left and H-back left. Snap, and it's a quarterback keeper around the left side, and forced out of bounds is Gardner, but a good gain on 1st down. Gardner actually 2nd on the team in rushing yards.
Number 9, Ryan McKinnon.
Ryan McKinnon forced him out, but he gets all the way to the Ottumwa 44, a gain of 7.
7-yard gain.
2nd down and 3. Single wideout way to the right is Blaine Zakuta, and a hard count. Ottumwa jumped. In the freshman-sophomore game, Waterloo West did that several times with a hard count and got Ottumwa to jump, and this time the varsity team does it, and that gives the Wahawks a free 1st down. 1st and 10, Waterloo West at the Ottumwa 39. Ball on the left hash. Gardner the pistol snap. Quick give to Anderson, trying to go outside left, and slips 1 tackle before getting gang tackled inside the 35, close to the 34. Gain of about 5 yards, and it sets up another 2nd down.
44 on the tackle.
Right now, Waterloo West winning on the early downs.
Gain of 5, 2nd 5.
Someone's got to find a way to get some penetration and break one of these plays up in the backfield. Gardner in the pistol, Anderson behind him, wide out to the short side, and it's a quarterback keeper left side. And stepping through a tackle and getting a 1st down is Gardner before being taken to the turf by Braden Hopkins. That's all the way down to the 25-yard line, a gain of 9 for the Waterloo West quarterback, and it's 1st and 10 Wahawks. No passes yet on this drive. Now the wideouts to the wide side of the field, and the handoff goes to Anderson, looking to bounce it outside. Lane Spurgeon gets his big hands on him and holds him up for only about a 3-yard gain. Good job by Spurgeon, the defensive end, to come off his block and make the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
No huddle here for Waterloo West. The wideouts go left, as does the wingback. And Ottumwa fooled on the hard count again. That'll turn 2nd and 7 into 2nd and 2.
Outside Bulldogs, that'll make it 2nd and 2.
Ottumwa's going to have to watch the football and ignore the vocal count here from Gardner, because that is a feature of this Waterloo West offense. Now Gardner, quarterback keeper left side, following Anderson, has room to the outside, cuts it back inside the 10, dragging tacklers, and he is finally taken down, but just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Down to the 1-yard line.
From about the 1.
Tackle by Tanner Shark.
Tanner Shark finally got him down.
1st and goal from the 1.
But 1st and goal, and now an official's timeout, and Waterloo West takes a timeout. That's an interesting call there. We're back in 30 seconds on the, now they say Ottumwa timeout. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
That Ottumwa timeout brought to you by the Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course. Wood Iron Grill is your destination for an unforgettable dining experience. Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time for hours and specials like them on Facebook. First and goal, Waterloo West from the Ottumwa 1. Still in the pistol is Tyree Gardner. Now he comes under center. Got to watch the sneak. There's a snap, sneaks it forward, and he's into the end zone for the first score of the game.
Tyree Gardner, quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
9:07 first quarter, and Waterloo West goes right down the field without throwing a pass, 61 yards. And they draw first blood. Non-traditional formation here, and they will snap it and go for two and get it. Ottumwa only had 3 players there in the middle. They lined up linemen to both sides, and they decided they had the numbers in their favor. They go for 2 and they get it. 8-0 in favor of the Wahawks. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Jackson Hope.
Waterloo West on the opening drive of the game, 61 yards in 8 plays, a 1-yard touchdown run by Tyree Gardner. Then he ran it in for the 2-point conversion, and the Wahawks lead at 8-0. Now Jackson Hoppus will kick it back to Ottumwa. End-over-end kick. It'll be taken by McKinnon at the 5. He drops it, picks it up. He's got to get left in a hurry, trying to use his speed to get to the corner, cuts back inside. Now he's got room, 20 outside and caught from behind, but he did get it to the 25-yard line. Pretty good return after an initial bobble by McKinnon. And Ottumwa will take over first down and 10 from their own 25, trailing 8-0. 8:57 to go here in the opening quarter. McKinnon had to slow down to make that cut. If he could have gotten back up to speed and gotten around the corner there on the left side, I'm not sure how many defenders were left to gather him in. He had already beaten the guy who made the cut on, but he got caught from behind. So Ottumwa from the left hash moving right to left. Pistol full house formation. Shark has backs to either side and Abaya Salema behind him. Gets a snap, gives it to Salema. Room up the middle briefly, went through the hole and then got driven back after about a 2-yard gain.
Salema, the ball carrier.
And it'll be second down and 8.
By number 33, Jacob Mueller. Gain of 1, second and 9.
Second down and 8 from the 27. Jacob Mueller in on the stop. Mueller not listed as a starting free safety. That's Gardner, the quarterback, but actually they're both on the field right now in the safety spots. Double wing formation, single wide out to the right. Now Farrington, the motion man, gets the pitch, looking to get outside, and a flag is down in the secondary. Farrington got to the corner, and he's taken out of bounds across the 30 out to the 33, but there's a flag further back in the secondary at about the 37-yard line of Ottumwa, past the first down marker. They may get a hold here on Ottumwa. And indeed it is holding on OHS. So that's going to negate a pretty decent run for Farrington. There's actually 2 flags down, one in the secondary and one back at the 24 of Ottumwa. Well, they moved that flag to the 25, but if that's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, it's going to be second down and 20 after they mark this off. So the ball all the way back to the 15, and that's not what Ottumwa needs. Already down 8-0. It's second down and 20. The Bulldogs did a pretty good job of converting second and third and long in the North game last week. You don't want to be in those situations if you can help it. 2 wide to the right, short side of the field. Backs on either side of Shark in the shotgun. Now they'll shift the formation into a tight formation. Shark under center. Back to pass, swings it out quickly. Salema right side. Makes one man miss, trying to get back inside from the right, and doesn't end up getting a lot. It was a little screen pass there. But he only gets about 3 yards to the 18. And it's 3rd down and 17. Ball will be snapped from the Ottumwa 18. They have to get it all the way to the 35. Sainer going way right. Way left. 3 wideouts left side of the field. Shark in the shotgun. Salema the wingback. Tanner rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it and run. Gets to the edge, puts his head down, but he is out of bounds. Shy of the 1st down. A good run by Tanner Shark. But he needed a lot. And he got 11 when he needed 17. I thought maybe that was going to be a throw. And Sainer was going deep downfield. Thought he might have a one-on-one, but looked like it was a design run the whole way, and now the punt unit will come on for OHS. Salema back to punt.
Salema kicking for the Bulldogs.
And whistles before the snap, and looked like Waterloo West was confused as to personnel, and they will take a timeout before they get a penalty. Another timeout brought to you by the Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the timeout, Ottumwa to punt it away. Salema, kind of a wobbly kick that'll go out of bounds. Kind of shaking his head after that one. We'll see where our head official says it should be marked. I think it'll be in Ottumwa territory over here on the near side. Still walking it up, and they'll stop at the Ottumwa 45.
Waterloo West takes over at the Bulldogs 45-yard line.
So a short field here for Waterloo West, and they ran it right down Ottumwa's throats on the opening possession. They take over here, 7:02 to go in the first quarter, leading Ottumwa 8-0. Gardner again in the pistol. Wideouts are to the left. Gets a snap. Hands it to the second back, Cavell Fay. Cuts inside, has a lot of room, has a hole, and he's through. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Some will let him cut back and never filled the hole, and it's a one-play, 45-yard touchdown for Cavell Fay. And Waterloo West is up 14-0, and the Bulldogs now will have to figure out a better way to defend this extra point lineup. They've got 4 players way over on the right by the numbers, another 4 way over to the left, and then the snapper, holder, and kicker in the center. And this time, Waterloo West will shift into a traditional kicking formation, and it'll be Jackson Hoppus, who is 19 of 21 on the season, with Gardner the holder. Tough snap, but he got it down, and the kick is good. Ottumwa down 15-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is The Ride Bicycle Shop, and we're located on the southeast corner of the Courthouse Square in Fairfield. I'm the owner, Mark Smith, and meeting people through the world of bikes is what I'm passionate about. I carry everything you need to get on the road: new bikes, accessories, and repair. Remember, Christmas will be here before you know it. The Ride is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Christmas. Stop by the store and check out our inventory, or dust off that bike in the back of the garage and get a tune-up. Remember, it's all about the ride, so have a good one.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Very quick drive for Waterloo West. One play, 45 yards. Cavell Fay, the 45-yard run. Extra point good. Waterloo West leads Ottumwa 15-0. 6:51 to go opening quarter. Hoppus to kick it back to OHS. Another end-over-end kick. And a whistle, though, and it looks like Waterloo West may have been offsides. And so they'll have to kick it off from the 35. And they'll have to go back. They'd already started running when the whistles blew. They'll have to go back and run again.
To the 35-yard line.
So we'll try this again. This time from 5 yards back. Well, Ottumwa was down 14-0 early against North and came back. If they want to win tonight, they'll have to come back again. Hoppus puts his right foot into the ball, kind of a sidewinder kick that's going to go over the head of both McKinnon and Salema and go into the end zone for a touchback. So Ottumwa's second drive will start 5 yards further back than its first, even though Waterloo West was kicking off from further back because of their penalty.
Hold on, take over the 20-yard line, first and 10.
6:51 opening quarter. First and 10 Ottumwa now from its own 20. Wide out goes to the right for Ottumwa. I believe that's Sainer. And now they'll shift the formation to an offset backfield. And the handoff to Salema trying to get to the right, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and stood up right there. Second down and 10.
Tackled by number 60, Drew Hunley. No gain, second and 10.
Bulldogs want to establish Salema. That's the bread and butter of the offense. I would like to see them find a way to open up the passing game a bit more tonight, in part because Waterloo West has given up a surprising number of passing yards this year, even to teams that weren't very good. Opponents have averaged over 160 yards passing per game against Waterloo West. Now, Ottumwa nowhere near that prolific of a passing team, but it'd be nice to have a few change-ups in there. And now a whistle. Play clock was expiring. Timeout Ottumwa. Another timeout brought to you by the Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the timeout, Ottumwa facing second down and 10 from its own 20-yard line, down 15-0 here in the first quarter. Shark under center. Again, they will shift the formation. Now offset backs in the backfield. And a play-action roll to the left by Shark. Needs someone to throw to under heavy pressure. Throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the play by Kyle Elliott. There were 3 white jerseys there. Mason Farrington was double covered. Shark was running for his life, and I don't know if he was trying to hit Farrington or just trying to throw it away, but Shark's 6th interception of the season, and Waterloo West is set up first down and 10 at the Ottumwa 28, and it could have been worse. I thought Elliott, who got his first interception of the season, I thought he could have slowed his momentum and gotten down the sideline, but he instead chose to drift out of bounds. Ottumwa in the home reds, of course. White lettering, white numbers, white stripes on the shoulders, white pants with a red stripe, white helmets, red stripe, and the red Ottumwa. Waterloo West in white jerseys maroon numbering and letters, maroon helmets with their logo on it. They leave their sideline, their offense does, with 15 on the play clock. The ball's on the opposite hash from their sideline, so they get there with 7 seconds. Still getting set, down to 3 seconds. And they get the snap off at 1.5. Back to pass on play action. Gardner going deep right side. McKinnon manages to knock it away, incomplete. McKinnon didn't see the ball, didn't get his head around, but he just put his arms up in the way without making premature contact, and he broke up the pass. Ryan McKinnon has certainly shown something in this tough season for OHS, and he made another good play there. 2nd down and 10. See how Waterloo West handles that. They probably thought with their tall wide receiver over there, I think that's Jeremiah Fain, thought he'd have the advantage. Now it's going to be a quarterback keeper racing for the edges. Gardner breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Finally dragged down from behind, but he gets down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 13, and a first down. Mike Kane finally got him on the ground, but it's 1st and 10 in the red zone for Waterloo West at the Ottumwa 15. Waterloo West certainly has some size both on the line and their quarterback and receiving corps. First down handoff to Nathan Anderson. Big hole right side. Ottumwa manages to close it fairly quickly, but 4 yards for Anderson down to the 11.
Brought down by Derby.
2nd down and 6, and again Waterloo West the no huddle. Zakuta, the receiver, wide left, and Ottumwa jumped on the hard count for the 3rd time. Both defensive ends, Farrington and Spurgeon, caught again. So 2nd and 6 becomes 2nd and 1 from the Ottumwa 6. Gardner pistol snap, quarterback keeper left side. Cuts it in, puts his head down, doesn't get much. He'll get the first down, but only about 2 yards on the play. As the slot receiver, Jalen Roby, came out of there limping a bit, but he'll stay in the game.
Tackled by Hardin and Derby.
1st and goal from the 4.
First and goal from the 5.
See the clock roll under 4:45 to go in the opening quarter. Ottumwa already down 15-0. I formation, handoff to the deep back. Anderson right side, hit and knocked to the ground. Knifing through to make that tackle was Luke Gravy. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2.
Luke Gravy.
Boy, it looked like the seas were going to part there for Anderson to go into the end zone, but then Luke came knifing through and Gravy got him on the ground. 2nd and goal, again, I formation, double tight end. And another handoff to Anderson right side, hit again, but he fell forward, and they say he's in for the touchdown. Well, I thought Ottumwa was going to get him down again shy of the goal line, but they say he fell across it. 21-0 pending the PAT here, 4:02 to go opening quarter. And spread out formation, they may snap this. They do snap it to go for 2. Now they want to throw. Under pressure, ball is fumbled, and Ottumwa falls on it. And this time, Cooper Derby's pressure breaks up the 2-point try. 21-0, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the interception, Waterloo West goes 28 yards in 6 plays. Nathan Anderson, a 2-yard touchdown run, 2-point attempt, no good. And Waterloo West leads Ottumwa 21-0 with 4:02 to go in the opening quarter. Not sure why we are waiting on the resumption of play here. There are 2 officials over on the far side talking about something with Waterloo West, and I believe their head coach, Lonnie Moore. Not sure what he is so animated about with his team up 3 touchdowns in not even 8 minutes of play. There are 3 officials over there. And now we're going to set up and hopefully have a kickoff here. I'm hoping, and one of Ottumwa's assistant coaches is talking to one of the officials who ran across the field after that conversation. I'm hoping Ottumwa finds out exactly what Waterloo West was lobbying for there, as this kickoff is high end over end, and this time it'll be Salema at the 3, middle of the field heading left. 15, cuts back, got the 20, cuts back again at the 25, and is gang tackled at about the 28, maybe the 29-yard line.
27-yard return by Salema.
Pretty good return by Salema. He and McKinnon switched sides there because they'd been kicking to McKinnon. And with 3:54 to go, Ottumwa takes over first down and 10, officially at their own 29-yard line. Bulldogs have gone 3 and out, thanks in part to a holding call, and have thrown an interception on their first 2 drives. Come out in a double wing formation on first down and 10. Quick snap, give to Salema, looking for room right side. Tried to cut inside a tackler and only got a couple out to the 31. Second down and 8. Abaya doing a good job of avoiding the temptation to bounce everything to the outside and try to get to the edge.
Jackson Westermeyer with the tackle.
I don't think he would have gotten any more than he did had he tried to bounce that one outside. Sometimes if the contain isn't there, if you see that they're losing the edge, they're not setting the edge well, then you bounce it outside, but that time it wasn't there. Second down and 8. Shark now in the shotgun, backs to either side, 2 wideouts to the right. Now they'll shift the formation to more of a power left, or power right, but they give to Salema, come around the left side. He's hitting the backfield, though, and he will be taken down for a 1-yard loss back to the 30.
33, Jacob Miller with the first hit.
Waterloo West not fooled by the misdirection. Well, they took 2 yards away there, back to the 29, so third down and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Don Golick brings in the play.
Now, Ottumwa probably will have to throw it here, and it'll be a bit of a tougher throw with the ball on the left hash. If you roll Shark out to the wide side of the field, that's rolling a left-handed quarterback out to the right. You've got 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Shotgun snap, Shark back to pass, hanging in the pocket, throws deep over the middle, off the fingertips of Farrington, incomplete. He had a step on Therese Smith, who was in coverage, but just off his fingertips, and it's 4th down.
Coverage by Therese Smith. 4th down for Bulldogs.
And that's reminiscent of a little bit of plays earlier in the year where Farrington was open on deep balls and Shark would miss him. If Shark missed, it was barely a miss. Again, had both hands on him, maybe just the fingertips. Early in the year, those passes were missing by yards. Now Ottumwa with a little trickery, a little shifting formation on the punt. And Shark rolling out. It's a fake punt. Wants to throw it. Throws, and it is caught, but shy of the first down. They had to get to the 39. It's caught by Gravy at the 35.
Complete to Gravy.
And Ottumwa will turn it over on downs. They gained 6, but they needed 10. So that's, well, nothing to lose in the final game of the season, I suppose, but I think Ottumwa's coaching staff would have liked to have seen that ball travel more than 6 yards downfield. So Waterloo West will take over in Ottumwa territory for the 3rd straight drive. They've already scored on 3 straight drives to start the game. 21-0 they lead. 2:12 to go first quarter. Two wide left and two wide right. They spread it out here. And Gardner will hand it off, and they pitch it on a reverse to the left side for Jeremiah Fain, chased by Cooper Derby, and he will be forced out of bounds by Derby and McKinnon. Oh, they're going to throw a flag on Derby there. They're going to call that a late hit. He wasn't out of bounds yet. McKinnon had him around the ankles, managed to keep him from getting a big gain on the reverse. But then they're going to call Cooper Derby for a late hit, and that's a bad call. Derby caught up, and if he was out of bounds, he had just barely touched out of bounds, and there was no way Derby could stop. That's an awful call. I'm sorry. I'm not buying that one at all.
Takes it down to the 14-yard line, Waterloo West, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15 after a run of 5 by Fain. And now first down handoff getting right, Cavell Fay, who's got one touchdown, and this time he's inside the 5 and tackled at the 4. It'll be 1st and goal. Gain of 11 for Cavell Fay.
Along with Spurgeon and Carson Kenny.
Minute 40 as they restart the clock after the first down. 1st and goal from the Ottumwa 4. Waterloo West already up 21-0. Wideouts to either side, 2 each. Handoff. No, keeper by the quarterback. Gardner around the right side, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback keeper. Good for a touchdown.
And it's all Waterloo West in what's been a really rough opening quarter. 27-0 pending the point after try. Minute 25 first quarter. And this time Waterloo West will shift from the spread out to the traditional PAT formation and let Jackson Hoppus try another point after. Gardner the hold. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. 28-0 Bulldogs trail back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Nancy with Falvey Lumber. Come see the noticeable savings with the drop in lumber prices. Just in time for all your fall projects. Whether you're building a new deck or remodeling that bathroom you've been putting off, Falvey Lumber has you covered for everything you need. We've got 2 convenient locations, Marino Avenue in Eddyville across from the BP, and on Clinton Street in Albia just off the southwest corner of the square. Check out the progress on our new showroom at the Eddyville location. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
McKinnon and Salema back for the Bulldogs. Jackson Hook.
Another short drive, another touchdown for Waterloo West. 3 plays, 35 yards. Tyree Gardner, a 4-yard touchdown run, his second touchdown run of the night. Extra point good, and it's 28-0 Wahawks. And now whistles before the kickoff as the ball fell off the tee. Well, if you're Ottumwa now, you know this is the final game of the season no matter what happens here for the final 3 quarters and change. You've just got to try to win each down and make every play that you can. Had a couple of good kick returns, one from McKinnon, one from Salema. They're both back deep here. And this kick is a sidewinder that will bounce at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Minute 25 to go in the first quarter, and Ottumwa probably feels like this first quarter can't come to an end fast enough. Bulldogs will huddle up. They've had one drive end on a punt, one on an interception, one on downs after going for it with a fake punt attempt on 4th down. Backs offset on 1st and 10, single wide out left, wing back right. Now the wing back Farrington motions to the left. Quick give to Mike Kane up the middle, the fullback.
Mike Kane, the ball carrier.
And the ball may have come out. A flag comes in late. Waterloo West says they have the football. Justin Perez has yet to get up for Ottumwa. And let's sort all of this out here. Perez rolls over on his back. He stays down the Bulldogs center. The officials are all having a discussion here, and one of the officials tells a Waterloo West player to get back from their huddle. The Ottumwa offense kind of walking toward the side as a group now. And now the Waterloo West defense is leaving the field. They called a face mask on Ottumwa, and that's declined. They say Waterloo West recovered the fumble, and they have the ball again for the fourth straight time in Ottumwa territory.
Justin Perez is the Bulldog down right now.
Perez is still down. Center of the field at the 21-yard line. Are they going to help him up? Yep, they're going to help him up here. And it looks like it might be a right leg injury as he will walk off under his own power, although he is limping fairly significantly on that right leg. So it's Waterloo West ball on the Ottumwa 21. This quarter just won't end. Minute 18 still to go. Ottumwa already down 28-0. Wahawks send 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Gardner in the pistol. Anderson the deep back behind him. Gets a snap. Handoff, they try the reverse again. It's going to be a reverse pass. The backup quarterback throwing it to the end zone, and it is knocked away and incomplete. Tanner Shark got back there and knocked it away. Alex Willis, the backup quarterback, throwing that trick play reverse pass. It was intended for the tall receiver, Blake Zakuta, 6'4", 180, but Shark got back there and broke it up. Second down.
Zakuta, the 10 receiver.
Spread formation again, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Waterloo West a hard count. Ottumwa doesn't jump this time. Now the Wahawks look to the sideline and reset. 9 on the play clock. Slot man left in motion. They'll hand it to him, coming around the right side. And getting inside the 15 and down the sideline, finally knocked out of bounds by Cooper Derby. But it's Jalen Roby on that carry. There is a flag in the backfield, a couple flags in the backfield, however. And this one might be coming back. And it is a hold on Waterloo West, so literally hold everything. Wipe about a 17-yard gain off the board and put Waterloo West back at the 30 where it'll be second down and 19.
Second and 19.
Ball on the right hash. 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Waterloo West does not huddle again. Gardner in the pistol. Back to pass. Has time, has all the time in the world. Deep down the middle. Looping pass. Caught in a double team for a touchdown. Jeremiah Feen, his second touchdown reception of the year. He was hit by 2 Bulldogs, including the safety Carson Kenny. It was a jump ball, and Feen came down with it for a 30-yard score. And that's 5 first quarter touchdowns for Waterloo West. They'll try a traditional extra point here. And a flag before they can do so. And a false start is called on the Wahawks. So they'll back it up 5 yards. But their kicker, Jackson Hoppus, he can certainly make this. He's actually hit 3 out of 5 field goals this year, a long of 38. Right-footed kicker awaiting the snap. Good low snap. They get it down. The kick is up. And good. 35-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You're watching your
Number 9, Ryan McKinnon. Number
A
2,
fourth straight
Ryan
short
McKinnon.
drive and a touchdown for Waterloo West. This one, 2 plays, 21 yards, 35 seconds off the clock. They lead 35-0 after the touchdown pass from Tyree Gardner to Jeremiah Feet. Jackson Hoppus will kick it away once again. And an end-over-end kick. It'll be taken by McKinnon. Came up and got it at the 15, heading left to the 20, gets the corner, 25-30, has blockers. Up the sideline, 40, cuts back 45, and he's finally taken down all the way out to about the 48-yard line. Another good kick return for Ryan McKinnon, his second of the night. And Ottumwa with by far its best field position of this quarter.
Bulldogs take over at their own 48-yard line.
On 48, first down and 10. And apparently they're leaving a running clock in effect here. Did that rule change? I know 2 weeks ago at Linn-Mar, when we went running clock in the second quarter, I thought that cannot be right, and I said so on the air. Perhaps that's been changed because the clock's going to run out here and we won't have a play in this drive until the second quarter. All right, 35-0, back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, Ottumwa first down and 10 from their own 48, I formation, 2 wideouts to the right. Handoff Salema right up the middle. Boy, it looked like he got face masked and broke away from it. They don't throw the flag, of course. And Salema is tackled. It would appear at midfield for a 2-yard gain, bringing up, well, now they're going to mark it at the 49. A 1-yard gain, second down and 9. These officials have not spotted the ball well tonight. That's the least of Ottumwa's concerns right now. They trail 35-0, and the running clock is already in effect. Backs are offset now, 2 wideouts to the right. Shark, the quarterback, under center. Swings it out left, and Farrington had to fall down to make the catch, and so that'll be no gain on the play. Third down and 10.
No gain on the play. Third and 9.
Tanner Shark is now 3 of 4 passing, but it's for only 9 yards. Third down and 9. Ottumwa started this drive at the 48, but only 1 yard in 2 plays. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. And spread it out here and try to give Shark enough time to throw, you would think. Back to pass. Here comes a rush. Escapes to his right. Going to try to run it, and he'll just step out of bounds. And they will say he lost a yard to the 48.
Shark was the quarterback keeper.
So it's 4th down and 10. And after the great kick return by McKinnon, Ottumwa in 3 plays ends up gaining nothing. And the punt unit comes back on. They tried to fake punt on 4th and 10 last time, completed a pass, but for only 6 yards.
Kick for the Bulldogs.
Looks like this time they'll just punt it away as Shark left the field. High snap to Salema. He corrals it, gets off an end-over-end kick that's going to go out of bounds and not very far at all. Salema tried to rush that one. It was almost over his head. Felt pressure and just got it away. They'll mark it at the 38 of Waterloo West. So it's only a 14-yard punt.
On their own 38-yard line.
But this will be the first time since the first drive of the game that Waterloo West has started on its own side of the field. 35-0 Wahawks. First down and 10. Two wideouts left, two wideouts right. A snap and a play action fake. Gardner deep down the right side has a man wide open, but the ball overthrown. Blaine Zakuta had no idea it was even thrown. And it's second down and 10.
Luke Gravy on the coverage, incomplete. Second and 10.
And Waterloo West could have had another quick touchdown there, but Zakuta running free in the secondary had down the right side, had no idea the ball had been thrown, and Gardner overthrew it anyway. Second down snap, gives it to Cavell Fay, and he is met and thrown to the ground by John Harden and Cooper Derby.
Nice play by John Harden on the tackle.
The sophomore and the junior combined for a big stop, only a gain of 1 for Fay, third down and 9.
Third and 9.
Can Ottumwa actually get off the field here? Haven't had many third down attempts for Waterloo West tonight. Ball on the left hash, again 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Fay the deep back, Gardner gets a snap, and he gives it to Fay, left side, and he is into Ottumwa territory with a first down to the 49. Ottumwa was anticipating pass and a quick draw play out of the spread.
Brought down by Maneri and Carson Kenny.
A gain of 12 for Fay, who already has a rushing touchdown tonight.
First and 10.
And now Waterloo West back on the Ottumwa side of the field, first and 10 at the OHS 49. Quick snap to Gardner, another give to Fay, right up the middle, a lot more room to run, and finally dragged down after a gain of about 7 to the Ottumwa 42. Mike Kane in on the stop.
On the tackle.
Now whistles blow, and we've got an Ottumwa player down.
John Harden, number 50, down.
And that is Taylor Welch, who is injured. Ron Howard announced that John Harden was down, but that's Welch. Come on, Ronnie, pay attention.
Taylor Welch down for the hold-on.
All right, we'll take a 30-second timeout, injury timeout. Boy, Ottumwa's had so many injuries this year, just one more, unfortunately. We'll take 30 seconds and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football brought to you by The Ride in Fairfield, a locally owned and operated bike shop that provides new bikes, accessories, and bike repair. Go to The Ride for all your bicycle needs. By Falvey Lumber, your locally owned hardware and lumber store with 2 convenient locations in Eddyville and Albia. And by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. Ottumwa trailing Waterloo West 35-0, 7:37 to go second quarter, and they are just now getting the sophomore defensive tackle Taylor Welch sitting up here. It looked like they were, it's hard to see. If you have it on the video, you see there's several people standing around the young man. Yeah, I believe they were working on his right leg. Don't believe it's anything, well, you hate to speculate, but I don't think it's a broken leg or anything like that. It's the way they were working on it. Possibly an ankle injury. On the depth chart, Kendall Jones is listed as a potential backup. Shakire Hyman also can play defensive tackle. He's come into the game. Matt Cena's in the game as well. He's listed as a number 2 defensive end. And now Welch is up and limping off partially under his own power. Called his name a few times in the past couple of weeks, getting his first taste of varsity action, but unfortunately comes up hobbled here. So they get him off the field, and Ottumwa will line up defensively for a 2nd down and 3 play from the Bulldog 42 as Waterloo West is on the move again. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Snap and a quick handoff. Cavell up the middle. Hit right away by Cooper Derby. He fell forward, and I believe he did get the first down, a gain of 3 to the 39.
Tackled by Derby. 3rd and 1.
Or no, they say he's perhaps a bit short. 3rd and inches here. Not sure how they were able to tell that. Now wait. Now the official on the far side is finally saying, no, it's a first down.
1st and 10.
I was looking at the ball sitting at the 39, looking at the 6 and saying, that's not a first down. Turns out it was. And now Ottumwa jumps on the hard count for the 4th time tonight. It happened repeatedly in the freshman-sophomore game, and it's happened now 4 times in the first half here in the varsity game. Ottumwa has got to stop falling for that. First down, keeping it the quarterback. Gardner around the right side. He's got a seam, gets inside the 15, and drags tacklers down to the 5 before Shark and Kenny can get him on the ground. It'll be 1st and goal.
And Kenny Shark, 1st and goal from the 5.
Boy, second time the quarterback keeper on the zone read to the right side has completely opened up a big hole. It's a gain of 29 down to the 5. 1st and goal, snap to Gardner. Hands it off to Fay up the middle, and Ottumwa was able to stack him up. Shy of the goal line, he's down to the 1. Where it'll be 2nd and goal, clock rolling down to 5.5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. It'll be tough to get the ball out here, but at this point, Ottumwa really needs to be trying to strip that ball from whoever has it. So a snap, a give to Fay, and he sidesteps left into the end zone for another Waterloo West touchdown.
Fay in for the touchdown.
Fay's 2nd TD of the night. It comes at the 5:19 mark of the 2nd quarter. Waterloo West again spreads out wide. 4 left, 4 right, and then the snapper, holder, and kicker in the middle, but they quickly come in. They're up 41-0. If Waterloo West ever tries that 2-point again, it was fine early in the game when the game was still close. It's 41-0 now, and they're going to kick for 42. If they ever try the 2-pointer again, I may pop a blood vessel. Kick is up and good. 42-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bulldogs. Jackson Hoops kicking off.
Waterloo West goes 62 yards in 8 plays. Cavell Fay, a 1-yard touchdown run, his 2nd of the season. Drive took 4 minutes and 6 seconds, and Waterloo West leads Ottumwa 42-0, 5:19 to go 2nd quarter. Salema and McKinnon again back deep to return the kick of Jackson Hoppus. Senior kicker with a strong leg approaches the ball at the 40. End over end and deep, and this one will carry with the wind all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Ottumwa will start this drive with 5:19 to go until halftime. Other scores tonight, first round Class 1A playoffs. Cardinal is trailing, I believe it was West Branch they were playing. They're trailing 28-0. First down here, Ottumwa in the pistol. Handoff, Salema bounces right, and he won't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Abaya Salema, the ball carrier.
Maybe did get back to the 20, actually. No gain, second down and 10.
No gain. Second and 10.
At last check, there was a better score at halftime. Davis County on the road at Iowa Falls Alden in the 2A playoffs. Try to find that, find that in a moment. 19-7, Davis County at the half, leading at Iowa Falls Alden in the first round of the 2A playoffs. Double wing on second down for Ottumwa. Farrington motioning right to left. Quick give up the middle to the fullback, Kane, and he didn't get anything. Third down and 10. And right now, this Waterloo West defense, which has given up quite a lot of yardage this year on the ground, right now the way they're playing, they look like Linmar did. Third and 10. And Ottumwa's in a situation where they don't want to be in. The ball is on the right hash, so if you want to roll Shark out to the left, but even if you roll Tanner out, you've got to give him enough time to set his feet and make a strong throw. 3 wide left, wing back left. Shark will roll to the left. Now throw back right on a screen to Gravy. He's got blockers, and he can't quite keep his feet enough to get to the 30. He had to shove his own blocker out of the way, stumbled forward, and he's down about 1.5 yards short of the first down. That was a play that worked for 50 yards against Linmar. It goes for 9 here. 4th and 1. Ottumwa going to line up, snap a quick go for it, and Shark didn't get it. They tried to sneak it, and Shark ended up coming out of the pile without falling down, but he was already whistled down.
Quarterback sneak. Denied.
That's the first time I can recall that play not working for Ottumwa. I think the problem that time was it took a little bit too much time to get set, and Waterloo West was ready for it. So the rolling clock continues. We'll be under 3 minutes when Waterloo West snaps the ball here. But they'll start a drive in Ottumwa territory for the 5th time, this time at the 29. Seventh drive overall. 5 have started in Ottumwa territory. Ottumwa got a lot of its touchdowns last week by starting drives in North territory. The tables turned on them here. And a motion to the right. Handoff on the end around to Fiend. He cuts inside. He's to the 10. He breaks a tackle, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. An end around to the slot man, Jeremiah Fiend, and he goes 29 yards for the score. And it is 48-0. Still 2:26 to go until halftime. Fiend caught a 30-yard touchdown pass, and now he has a 29-yard touchdown run. Hoppus on for the extra point. And it's good. 49-0 back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football brought to you by Godfrey's Ale House in Ottumwa, the area's premier restaurant and sports bar. For your next meal or drink, visit Godfrey's Ale House. Waterloo West about to kick it back to Ottumwa. 2:26 go until halftime. The Wahawks lead 49-0. Hoppus with a line drive end-over-end kick into the end zone for the touchback. Bulldog football brought to you by Family First Chiropractic on West 2nd Street in Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. And by Jana Brumbaugh and her team at Homegate Real Estate, Southeast Iowa, located in the Financial Partners Building on North Court Street in Ottumwa. Bulldogs on the right hash, first down and 10 from their own 20, 2:26 to go until the half. Trailing by 7 touchdowns. Backs will be offset. Wide out to the right. Wing back to the left. Shark under center. And a delayed give to Salema, and he's hit in the backfield, broke 2 tackles, but was hit by 4 more guys. And they're piling on now. How many guys do they need in there before, and how many times do the whistles have to blow before you throw a flag and say, that's too many hits a guy has to take after the whistle?
By about 5 Warhawks.
He lost 2 yards.
Second 12.
And he got hit by 6 guys. He broke the first 2 tackles, then he was wrapped up, and they just kept coming in. Second down and 12. Minute 45 to go in the half. Double wing formation. Shark with the snap. Play action rolling out left, trying to get away from a rusher. Throws it deep downfield. Wide open Farrington. And it was behind him, and he couldn't bring it into the 40-yard line. Farrington was wide open. Again, Shark was under pressure. He couldn't just set his feet and make an accurate throw. But that play was there. We said earlier that Waterloo West had some issues defending the pass, even against teams that aren't very good. And that time, a blown coverage, but the pressure is what kept Shark from making the accurate throw he wanted to make. Running clock still going. Will be under a minute by this third down snap. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Salema behind Shark in the shotgun. Back to pass. Tanner has time now. Flush to his right. Hit and sacked. The ball comes out. It's picked up by Waterloo West. The ball came out again. And who's got it at the end of this? I thought Shark was down, but they let the play go. And who has the football?
Fumble, recovered by Waterloo West. They fumbled, recovered by the Bulldogs.
So Ottumwa recovered the second fumble, and that means it's first down and 10 Ottumwa, but it's all the way back at about the 5-yard line. It doesn't matter. The clock's going to run out to end the half anyway.
OYF. These football teams beat by the Big O.
So the officials are going to put the ball down at the 5, but by the time anybody, well, they don't even get the ball put down, time is run out. So that's a weird way to the end of the first half, a double turnover. But Ottumwa leads it, or pardon me, I wish Ottumwa led it. Ottumwa trails at 49-0. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice. Basically, from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hi, this is The Ride Bicycle Shop, and we're located on the southeast corner of the Courthouse Square in Fairfield. I'm the owner, Mark Smith, and meeting people through the world of bikes is what I'm passionate about. I carry everything you need to get on the road, new bikes, accessories, and repair. Remember, Christmas will be here before you know it. The Ride is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Christmas. Stop by the store and check out our inventory, or dust off that bike in the back of the garage and get a tune-up. Remember, it's all about the ride, so have a good one.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
With assistance from Pam DeBoer, Terry Long, and Janet Goldman. Field conductors.
We are at halftime. Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Welcome into the R&K Body Pros halftime show. R&K Body Pros on 2nd Street, 2 blocks west of the high school in Ottumwa. For reasonably priced, quality auto body work, paint jobs, and insurance quotes, R&K Body Pros, a local business putting people first. At the half, unfortunately, in our final game of the season, it's been all Waterloo West. They lead Ottumwa 49-0. Waterloo West took the opening kickoff, drove 61 yards in 8 plays, 2:46 off the clock. Quarterback Tyree Gardner, a 1-yard touchdown run, and he ran in a 2-point conversion to make it 8-0, 9:07 first quarter. Ottumwa went 3 and out, and the punt was a short one, only to the OHS 45. And on the first play of the ensuing drive, Cavell Fay ran it 45 yards for a touchdown. Extra point good, and with 6:51 to go in the first quarter, it was 15-0 Waterloo West. Ottumwa would throw an interception, giving Waterloo West a second drive in Ottumwa territory. They went 28 yards in 6 plays. Nathan Anderson, a 2-yard touchdown run, the 2-point try no good, and it was 21-0. But the scoring in the first quarter was far from done. The Bulldogs would, on their ensuing drive, would go for it on 4th and 10 and only complete a pass for 6 yards, giving Waterloo West the ball on the Ottumwa 35. Third straight drive for them in Ottumwa territory. 3 plays, 35 yards later. Gardner, his second touchdown run on the 4-yard run, made it 28-0. Then Ottumwa would fumble on the first play of its next possession. And after an incompletion and a holding call, Gardner would throw a touchdown pass of 30 yards to Jeremiah Feen, and it was 35-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, after an Ottumwa punt, Waterloo West would finally start a drive in its own territory again. They'd go 62 yards in 8 plays. Cavell Fay a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 42-0. Ottumwa would go for it on downs on 4th and 1 from its own 29 and not get it. And on the ensuing play, Feen would run it in on an end around from 29 yards out, and that made it 49-0. We've had a running clock in effect ever since the 5th touchdown of the game late in the first quarter, and it's been all Waterloo West as they lead 49-0. The Ottumwa High Marching Band on the field for halftime right now, their last home performance of the season. And as we start thinking about the second half, we're hoping Ottumwa can find a way to get a few things done in the second half and at least end the season on a positive note. It has been a tough first half. In better news, we want to make sure we mention this. He was just honored on the field moments ago. Cale Leonard became the Class 4A individual boys state golf champion this fall. Shot a 5 under par, I believe it was, at the state meet to win the individual state title. I believe we'll see Cale on the basketball team this winter, but congratulations to Cale Leonard, your Class 4A boys state golf individual champion. Ottumwa High with another state title in golf. Again, congrats to Cale. All right, on the radio side, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, then get you an update from Radio Iowa News. On the video side, we'll let you meet some of our sponsors and then just hang out here at the field until we're ready to resume back here in the booth with the R&K Body Pros halftime show. Keep it right here. Bulldog football wrapping up the regular season on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
This is Nancy with Falvey Lumber. Come see the noticeable savings with the drop in lumber prices, just in time for all your fall projects. Whether you're building a new deck or remodeling that bathroom you've been putting off, Falvey Lumber has you covered for everything you need. We've got 2 convenient locations, Merino Avenue in Eddyville across from the BP, and on Clinton Street in Albia just off the southwest corner of the square. Check out the progress on our new showroom at the Eddyville location. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We continue on with the R&K Body Pros halftime show. R&K Body Pros on 2nd Street, 2 blocks west of the high school in Ottumwa. For reasonably priced auto body work, paint jobs, and insurance quotes, R&K Body Pros, a local business putting people first. Jason Van Arkel with you at Schaefer Stadium. Ottumwa in the final game of the 2021 season, trailing Waterloo West at the half 49-0. First half stats, Ottumwa not much to speak of, just 4 rushing yards, 18 passing yards for 22 total. Abias Salema, 7 carries, 1 yard. Tanner Shark, 3 carries, 3 yards. Mike Kane, 2 carries, 1 yard. Mason Farrington, 1 carry. He lost a yard. Receiving, Luke Gravy, 2 catches, 15 yards. Salema, 1 catch, 3 yards. Farrington, 1 catch for no yards. Tanner Shark, 4 of 7 for 18 yards and an interception. For Waterloo West, they have 224 rushing yards, 30 passing yards, so 254 total. And it's Cavell Fay, 8 carries, 83 yards. Tyree Gardner, the quarterback, 8 carries, 81 yards. Nathan Anderson, 7 carries, 26 yards. And Jeremiah Feen, 2 carries, 34 yards. Feen also has a catch for 30 yards. He scored a touchdown rushing and receiving. Gardner is 1 for 3 with that 30-yard touchdown pass. And the number 2 quarterback, Alex Willis, is 0 for 1. They tried a reverse pass, and having him throw the ball, but Tanner Shark broke that play up nicely. Ottumwa's had a few individual solid plays in this game, but by and large, they just have not been able to do anything on either side of the ball. Hopefully in the second half, they can just find something to do to get some confidence and finish this season on as high of a note as they can. Bulldog football brought to you by Insane Motors at 1219 South Madison Avenue in Ottumwa, a motorcycle and ATV shop offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories for any rider. Stop by and check out their selection. By The Stitch Doctor, who wants you to score big with custom embroidery or screen printing with your favorite player or team. From shirts to hats to bags, stadium chairs, coolers, and jackets, The Stitch Doctor in downtown Ottumwa. And by Southern Iowa Mental Health Center, where recovery happens, providing psychiatric services for all ages and offering a crisis service and crisis stabilization service. Southern Iowa Mental Health Center at 1527 Albee Road in Ottumwa, available 24 hours. The Bulldogs will receive the second half kickoff. They'll move right to left as we look at it. It's a chilly night. We're down to 40 degrees. We're at about 45 at game time.
Abias Salema back for the kick return.
And for Ottumwa, it'll again be Abias Salema and Ryan McKinnon to return the kick. Jackson Hoppus will kick it away. So the whistle blows, the play clock, well, it's supposed to be running. They didn't actually get it started, but it doesn't matter. Hoppus will get this kick away, and we're ready to start the second half. And a driving end-over-end kick that Salema will field at the 1-yard line. Brings it right to left to the 10, accelerates, cuts outside 20, 25, splits 2 defenders. He's got 2 to beat, and he's going to be caught and dragged down at the 46-yard line. But there is a flag down back at about the 23. Another great kick return, but this one might not count. And it is on Ottumwa. So instead of excellent field position, the Bulldogs will be backed way up. If it's 10 from where the flag is, they'll be sitting at the 13-yard line.
Bring the kick back.
Ottumwa will get one of its footballs out there, and they'll mark off 10 yards from where that flag is. Man, that's a tough break. Salema was almost gone. Ottumwa hasn't returned a kick for a touchdown this year, but Salema has come close a couple of times. They'll put it at the 14-yard line. And with the running clock going, we're already under 11 minutes to go in the third. Shark in the pistol, wingbacks either side. Now Farrington motions outright. Shark with a shovel pass up ahead to Salema. Nice little play design, but unfortunately, Waterloo West sniffed it out, and Abias tackled for only a 1-yard gain. That little, it looks like maybe an option play or perhaps a rollout pass wide, but then you shovel it to in that case, the wingback, Salema, the backside wingback coming underneath. Boy, when they threw that, I thought that had potential, but it was sniffed out. 2nd down and 9, double wing formation, Shark under center, motions Farrington to the left. And a quick give to Mike Kane, the fullback up the middle, and he'll fight for a couple of yards out to the 17. Boy, it has been tough sledding all the way around for Ottumwa tonight.
Taylor and Drew Huntley. 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7. Single wide out to the right, double wing formation again. Shark under center. Motioning Farrington to the right this time. Pitch it out to him. Mason trying to get to the corner. He won't get there. He is caught from behind and ripped down by Jeremiah Feen. And it'll be 4th down. That'll be a loss of 7. Farrington tried to bounce that outside. Maybe a loss of 6 back to the 11, but either way. It's 4th down and long. And the punt unit will come on. $49-0 in a running clock, but Waterloo West still looks like they have a lot of starters in there on defense. Salema's kick might have been partially blocked. It will take an Ottumwa roll, and it'll be downed at the Ottumwa 37-yard line.
The Wahawks take over 1st and 10.
I'm not sure if it was deflected or not, but it kind of came off. If it wasn't deflected, it came off his foot kind of funny. Probably somebody got a fingertip on it. And Waterloo West will start another drive in Ottumwa territory. 6 of their 8 drives have started on the Ottumwa side of the 50. And they still have their starters in there. I know it's the last game of the season for seniors, but they're up 49-0. This doesn't make any sense. 1st down snap, and he's going to throw it out to the right. It is caught on a quick out pass to Trevion Mabry, who's inside the 30 and down to the 28.
Mikey Kane with the tackle.
A gain of 9 before Mike Kane gets him on the ground.
From the Ottumwa 28-yard line.
Another pass from Gardner, throws it way out left. Catch by Zakuta on the far side. He's forced out of bounds by McKinnon. McKinnon ended up with the football, but they're saying it was out of bounds first. McKinnon's saying, I took the ball away from him.
Right, Zakuta for the catch. Tackled by number 9, Ryan McKinnon.
So they'll mark it out at the 15-yard line, a gain of 13. Waterloo West comes out throwing in the second half of the 49-0 lead. Now they hand off to Nathan Anderson, and he's tripped up in the backfield. Farrington was in there. I don't know if Farrington got a hand on him or he just tripped and fell down.
Ball carrier, loss of 1.
Loss of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 11. And another hard count, and Ottumwa jumps again for the 5th time. So move the ball to the 11, 2nd down and 6. Gardner gets a snap, keeps it on the zone read, gets outside. Ottumwa strung it out pretty well, but Gardner broke 2 tackles, and he ends up in the end zone for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night.
Touchdown, Tyree Gardner.
.555 mark of the 3rd quarter. Waterloo West felt the need to not only put its starters back in, but have the quarterback come out throwing with a 49-0 lead. And then he ends up running it in for his 3rd score. Hoppus on for the extra point. Awaiting the snap, there it is. And the kick is good. 56-0 back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Now's the time to get things done better. With unmatched protection and in-cab heating and cooling, you can shrink your to-do list no matter the weather. And with industry-exclusive GPS technology, you'll know where you are and where you need to be, even outside of cell range. So work smarter and play harder with machines as strong and versatile as you are. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Waterloo West about to kick it off again. Let's see if we can get another good kick return. End over end kick. It'll be McKinnon at the 5, heading right to left across the 10, the 15. Bounces it outside, got around a man at the 20, cuts back 25, 30, still going. 35 beats 2 more men, and he's finally ripped down across the 40, out to the 41-yard line. Ryan McKinnon, his 3rd good kick return tonight. And Ottumwa will start 1st and 10 at its own 41. We get the feeling, and I hate to say, if we get enough chances, we might break one for a score. We've almost had a few tonight. Kind of hoping we don't get any more chances. Problem is, I'm looking at the numbers on this Waterloo West defense. They still have starters out there. They still have their starting defense out there, up 56-0 with 5:05 to go in the 3rd. Handoff to Salema. Breaks 1 tackle, backing his way for extra yardage out across the 45 to the 46. Gain of 5 for Abaya.
And number 45, Joseph Harden.
His longest run of the night, 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5.
Offset backs on 2nd down. They give to Salema, trying to come around the right side, hesitates, cuts back in, and gets drilled after maybe a 1-yard gain. And it'll be 3rd and 4.
Abaya still up in the ball carrier, brought down by number 7, Jeremiah Faye. And number 45, Joseph Hartley. Gain of 1, 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4. I don't believe Ottumwa has a 1st down tonight. I'll double check that. 3:55 and counting. Double wing formation. Shark. Play action rolling left. Has a man off the fingertips of Kane, incomplete, and he got drilled at the 50 as he tried to catch it. And it is 4th down.
Intended for Mikey Kane, incomplete. Hurley on the coverage. 4th down.
Clock still rolling, 3.5 to go 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leaving the offense out there, might as well. 4th and 4. Single wide out right, play clock at 6. Backs offset, down to 3. Down to 1, Shark calls timeout. Bulldogs take another timeout, brought to you by the Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football brought to you by Atomic Pest Control, serving all of southeast Iowa, commercial to residential, with a certified trained technician taking care of your pest infestation and regular maintenance plans being proactive monthly or quarterly. Visit Atomic Pest Control to find the technician in your area. 4th and 4 for Ottumwa. They started out in a shotgun, now they shift to a tight formation. Shark gets a snap. Play action out. Faked one, now gave it to Salema, trying to come around left side, and he will not get there. He needed the West 49. He only got to the Ottumwa 49.
5 slam of the ball carrier. 1 yard short.
Ottumwa turns it over on downs for the third time tonight. And again, Waterloo West will start in Ottumwa territory. They actually mark it at the 48. He got the 49. These officials have not been able to spot the ball all season. Why be different now? Please tell me we're going to see some backups here. Well, it's still the starting quarterback and one of the co-starting running backs, and the wide receivers look a lot the same. There are other players on the sideline. First down play, zone read, give it on the end around to Jalen Roby, and he's down the left sideline. 20, 15, Shark trying to catch him, and
we got a flag down on 40.
We have a flag down, however. Roby got to the end zone, but there's a flag at the 40, and I think this one's coming back. And it is indeed against Waterloo West. So for the moment, at least, the Wahawks can't try to rub it in even more. Now, the flag was at the 40, so we're going 10 yards from the spot of the foul, holding the call. So back to the 50.
First and 12.
First and 12 from the 50. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Slot man on the left motions to the right. And it's a handoff, and going right is Faye. He's got a ton of room on the right side. He's around the edge, and he's down the sideline. McKinnon trying to cut him off, tried to ankle tackle him, but he falls into the end zone for a touchdown. However, there are 2 more flags down. And they're at about the 32, 33-yard line. Well, it looked to me as Faye went by Tanner Shark that Shark was being held, and apparently the officials saw the same thing I did. So let's see where they put this ball down. It's at the 42. So Faye'll get credit for 8 yards.
First and 4.
And it's first down and 4. And Ottumwa jumped again. Sixth time tonight, and this one will give Waterloo West a first down.
Outside Bulldogs make it first and 10.
So first down and 10 for Waterloo West, now at the Ottumwa 37. Starter still in there, leading 56-0. Scoreboard says 62, but they took that off the board. End around given to Roby again, and he bounces it outside again down the sideline, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 10.
Roby, the ball carrier, brought down by McKinnon.
Ryan McKinnon had to force him out. And they're not even just running off tackle plays. They're running end arounds and who knows what. 26 for Roby. And that'll be the end of the third quarter with the running clock. 56-0 going to the fourth. Back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter, Ottumwa down 56-0. Waterloo West first and goal. A handoff to Fay, and this time he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Cooper Derby got him for a loss. So Ottumwa at least makes a little bit of a statement there, saying you're going to leave your starters in up 56-0. Not going to let you just walk into the end zone. Fay got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain, second and goal. Ottumwa showing blitz. They pitch it outside. The blitz came inside. Fay's going to get into the end zone, running around to the right. Bulldogs tried to stuff the middle, but the play went outside, and Cavell Fay has his third score of the night. 11:23 to go, 62-0 pending the point after. Waterloo West again, they line up in that spread out formation, but they come back in. Hoppus on to try the extra point again. And the kick is good. 63-0, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ryan McKinnon back for the Bulldogs.
11 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the 2021 football season. Ottumwa trailing Waterloo West 63-0. Waterloo West doesn't have a huge roster, but they have more players than Ottumwa. If I see starters out there, well, I've already said that it's ridiculous they've left starters in with 56-0, now 63-0. A low bouncing kick that Salema will take at the 3, up the right side 10. Tries to get left, but he's corralled him. Got hit in the face there. And they still didn't blow it dead. And finally they stop and they'll say he got forward progress to the 20. First down and 10.
Tackled by number 33, Jacob Mueller.
The Ottumwa offense heads back out there. And I'm still seeing a lot of their starters on defense. At what point are they trying to prove here? Spread formation, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Shark back to pass, throws it out in the flat off the fingertips of the tight end Luke Gravy, incomplete at the 25, second down and 10. Running clock still in motion, 10:25 and counting.
Penny for Luke Gravy, incomplete. Jacob Mueller on the coverage. Second down 10.
Bulldogs is trying to find a way to move the ball forward. Still no first downs tonight. Same formation, 2 wide left, 2 wide right, ball in the right hash. Shark with the snap, back to pass, has time. There's a deep down the left side, and it is intercepted by Tyree Gardner at the Ottumwa 48. There is a flag in the backfield, though. Tanner Shark got hit after he let the ball go, and we've got roughing the passer on Waterloo West, so erase the interception. It'll be first down at Ottumwa, and the Bulldogs will get their first down all night, this time via penalty.
Personal foul, Waterloo West, roughing the quarterback.
I'm not sure which player came in on the rush and hit Shark. But again, Waterloo West, I'm seeing their whole starting defensive line, their starting linebackers all out there. So in a 63-0 game, one of their starters came in on a rush and committed a roughing penalty on Shark. I'll just state the facts and leave it at that.
First and 10, Bulldogs from the 35.
Clock continues to move, under 9.5 to go. Bulldogs make a late sub here, get Mike Kane in the game. Shark under center, backs offset. Farrington motions to the left, whistle and delay of game. So that late substitution cost Ottumwa a chance to get a snap off in time. It'll be first and 15 back at the 30. They did get a reprieve. And now Carson Kenny's in at quarterback. Did Shark get knocked out of the game there, or was he in the whole series? Kenny wears 7 and Shark wears 1, and from up here sometimes it's hard to tell. I thought it was Shark who threw that pass, but Kenny's in at quarterback now. Farrington will motion right to left. Try to pitch it out to him. Ball's on the ground, rolls behind him. It's going to be picked up by Waterloo West and run in for a touchdown. Nathan Anderson, starting linebacker in a 63-0 game, picks up a mishandled pitch and carries it in 10 yards for a score to make it 69-0.
Taken in, scoop and score.
$69-0 pending the extra point. I'm starting to wonder what Waterloo West has against Ottumwa here. Hoppus on for the extra point. And the kick is good. 70-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Our homes are one of our most important investments. Don't let your home be at risk from termite damage. Contact Atomic Termite and Pest Control to discuss the Centricon system, a proactive solution to protect your home from termites.
Hi, I'm Dylan Laux, third-generation service technician with Atomic Pest Control. If you have pest problems, call me at 682-6166. That's 682-6166. Atomic Pest Control, serving southeast Iowa and northeast Missouri since 1949.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
With 8:28 to go, Waterloo West 70, your Bulldogs 0.
Waterloo West about to kick it off again. Ottumwa High football brought to you by Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. High end over end kick. Salema will, no, it's taken by one of the up men. And across the 10 to the 20, finding some room. 25 across the 30, dragging tacklers. Who is this? Caught it in front of Salema. That's Cooper Derby with a nice kick return. So first down and 10, Ottumwa out to the 37-yard line.
Out to the 37-yard line.
And now finally perhaps some of the starters are leaving the field for Waterloo West. Not all of them. Snap to Kenny, had to corral a handoff. Salema right side, gets to the edge, and he's pushed out of bounds across the 40. They'll mark him out at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Salema, the ball carrier. Number 80.
Now there's some other reserves coming in, trying to get the starters out of the game. Jackson Westermeyer is one of the starting linebackers. They're telling him to leave the game, and he's staying on the field. What's going on here? Well, they have 11 on the field. Westermeyer is saying, you take me off, only have 10. So there's some confusion there. It took until 70-0 and 8 minutes left in the game for them to do it. Second down handoff to Salema. Tried to cut left, now try to cut it back inside, and he ended up getting back to the line, and that's all. Third down.
Brought down by number 67, Trayvon Hines. No gain.
So third down and third and 3. At the 44, got to get it to the 47. Bulldogs break the huddle with 20 on the play clock. 6:22 to go. Double wing formation. Shark with the snap. Gives it to Salema around the right side. Finds a hole. 55, 40, 45. Kind of dead legs a tackler to get inside the 40 and is finally taken down at about the 35-yard line, and that'll be a Bulldog first down. Gain of 20, and Ottumwa has its second first down of the game, first one that they've gotten not by penalty. Clock continues to roll, 5:38 and counting. Two wide right. I formation in the backfield, Shark under center. And a handoff straight ahead is Salema for a few before he's driven back. Maybe about 3 yards down to the 32, second down and 7.
Brought down by Smith-Popoulos and Naquan Murphy.
Bulldogs trying to find a way to get on the board in their final drive of the season. They'd like to avoid being shut out again. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Ottumwa has already been shut out 3 times this season. They'd like to avoid a fourth. Double wing formation on 2nd and 7. And a handoff coming around left side is Salema. Jukes tries to get outside, will not get much. He falls forward to the 30, a gain of 2. And it will be 3rd down and 5. Certainly 4-down territory here, you would think.
Brought down by Jacob Mueller and Ray Nitsky.
Kenny over towards the sideline to get the play call from head coach Brian Goodman. 3rd down and 5. 4:10 and counting, 4th quarter. And it will be a double wing formation again, single wide out to the right. That's Miles Sainer. Shark, play action, Kenny, rolling out. Pass is caught in the flat by Mike Kane, and he is knocked down a yard shy of the first down. It's 4th and 1 from the 26 of Waterloo West.
4th and 1.
Someone not going to the quick quarterback sneak here. That didn't work earlier in the game. Coach Goodman trying to pick a play here. Carson Kenny saying, what are we running here? And finally gets the call. Still 16 on the play clock. And And they'll break the huddle at 10. Sainer wide left, Farrington wide right, backs in the eye on 4th and 1. And they fumble the snap, and Kenny fell on it, tried to get up before anybody saw, but they whistled the play dead. And Ottumwa will turn it over on downs again. There's a defensive player dancing off the field for Waterloo West as if they did anything there.
Checks in for the Bulldogs.
So 1st down and 10, Waterloo West, counting down 2.5 to go, and I imagine this will be the final drive of the game. Maybe now we'll finally see somebody other than the starters on offense for the Wahawks.
Jack Ray Hyman, number 17, in for the Bulldogs.
And we do finally see the backup quarterback, Alex Willis. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. There's a new running back in the backfield as well. And he'll get the handoff and be tackled for a loss. Brandon Baller, a sophomore.
Baller, the running back, right down by
taken down for a loss of about 3.
Loss of 3.
2nd down and 13. Minute 45 to go. Someone's going to have to strip the ball if they want a chance to put any points on the board tonight. 70-0 the score. Waterloo West is not huddling. They haven't huddled all night, but now they're just standing around waiting for the play clock to run low before they snap the ball here. Willis with the snap, a pitch out left to Baller. 25, and he runs into a crowd of red jerseys across the 30.
Baller,
he'll get to the 31.
Right down by.
It'll be 3rd down and 6 with 1 minute to go and counting. And again, they'll stand around and wait for the play clock to run low, which means this upcoming snap, barring something unforeseen, will be the final snap of the game. Willis pitches it right to Baller. 34 and tackled right there
Brought down by
Cooper Derby, who will end his season with 1 more tackle, and Waterloo West does not have to snap the ball again.
Trevor Summers, Lane Spurgeon.
And that will do it. Our final score, Waterloo West 70, Ottumwa nothing. It's not the most points Ottumwa's given up in a game.
Bulldog Senior.
Thankfully, we didn't have that happen, but it's a tough way to end the 2021 season, as the Bulldogs will wrap up at 2-7, Waterloo West 4-5. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and wrap up the season on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
They'll be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to one.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
The Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course is your home for chef-inspired cuisines. This is Chef Michael, and I invite you to come discover the Wood Iron Grill. From the delectable food that we serve to the gracious hospitality that we provide, we are the destination for an unforgettable dining experience that promotes conversation, laughter, and friendships. Enjoy our warm atmosphere and our breathtaking panoramic views. If you're looking for extraordinary flavor and impeccable service, it doesn't get any better than the Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time. For hours and specials, like us on Facebook.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time for the 2021 season to Schaefer Stadium, where unfortunately the season ended on a down note for your Ottumwa football team. They lose to Waterloo West by a final of 70-0. Before we get into our closing statements for the night, we do want to honor the 7 Ottumwa High football seniors battling through a tough year. It's been a tough few years. You know, the COVID stuff last year, so many injuries this year, small roster. Not everybody was able to play tonight, but they got a couple wins this year, one at home, one on the road. A come-from-behind win last week at North. There's some highlights for these seniors to remember, and want to thank all of them for what they've done for this program. Shakira Hyman, Austin Fountain, Trevor Summers, Lane Spurgeon, Theron Royer, Justin Perez, and Miles Sainer. A big thank you to those Bulldog seniors and for the effort all season long, even though some of you couldn't finish tonight thanks to injuries. But thank you guys for everything you did for the program, and hopefully you've helped lay a foundation for better things to come in the coming years. I want to thank all of our sponsors one more time. Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brew House, Berry Patch IT Service, Meridian Credit Union, Pierce Fence, The Ride in Fairfield, Falvey Lumber, Community First Credit Union, Godfrey's Ale House, Family First Chiropractic, Jana Brumbaugh and Homegate Real Estate Southeast Iowa, Insane Motors, The Stitch Doctor, Southern Iowa Mental Health Center, Atomic Pest Control, Petrita Orthodontics, Sonic Drive-In, Benchwarmers, William Penn University, David Wellbrunner with Allstate Insurance, Reflection Studio, Shorter Graphics, Ottumwa Job Corps Center, Slayton Polaris, Champion Bowl, Citizens Mutual, Roto-Rooter Ottumwa, R&K Body Pros, Mike's Pizza, Mercy One Ottumwa, Lisco, Ottumwa Glass, The Wood Iron Grill, Dr. Nicole Gebach with Family First Chiropractic, who sponsored all the Bulldog touchdowns this season, and Shelter Insurance, and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa, the sponsor of our Players of the Week all season long. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics, 1 month from tonight, Monday, November 22nd, Ottumwa High girls basketball on the road at Fort Madison. A 7:30 tip 1 month from tonight. Girls basketball opens the season here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Brian Goodvin for helping us prepare for these broadcasts all season long. Thank you again, Coach Goodvin. Good to work with you again this year. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning into Bulldog Football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com and the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel, and I will talk to you 1 month from tonight when your Bulldog girls basketball team plays at Fort Madison. Until then, good night, everybody.